Hey Tigers, welcome to episode 9 of TSC Talks here on Tiger Sports Central. My name is Jack Slaton, and I'm joined by
Javyn Montgomery,
Taurean Daniels,
Ethan Murphy.
Thank you guys so much for joining us here on episode 9. Before we get into our predictions for the football, the football weekend ahead, I first want to thank you guys so much for 250 subscribers. It means the world to us here on Tiger Sports Central, and we hope that you guys will stay with us on the road to 500 subscribers. So be on the lookout for things as we head to that goal. But we're going to start off with a preview for Bardstown's upcoming matchup tonight against Casey County. Javyn, you want to talk a little bit about that game?
Yeah, we should really get this team out about halftime, and if we don't, it's really a problem because they're just like another Thomas Nelson to us. So we're gonna treat them like Lexington Catholic, but we're also trying to get out the game quick.
Yeah, absolutely, big game, big homecoming game for Bardstown today. Javyn, you know what time kickoff is?
7:30.
All right, so be there, Garnis Martin Field, 7:30. If you aren't able to be there, you can catch our live stream right here on the Tiger Sports Central YouTube channel.
The homecoming stuff starts at 7, though. So if y'all trying to see that, come at 7.
There you go. Be there early to see homecoming. All right, moving on to this week's college football matchups. We're going to start off with Miami at Florida State. How are you guys feeling?
I think Florida State's going to bounce back and win this one, personally. I think they had a tough loss, but I feel like they'll learn from that. New quarterback coming off the transfer, so I feel like they might come in here and win. And it's at Florida State.
I'm going to take Miami. I'm not too confident on Florida State after losing to Virginia. I mean, yeah, Virginia's all right, but I don't think that Florida State had any business losing to them. Miami's probably as hot as they're ever going to be. So I think that Miami really should win this one. It'll be close because it is a road game for them. I don't think they've had a road game so far this season. I don't think so. That's definitely going to be challenging at the beginning, but I think they're going to pull out.
Yeah, I'm with Ethan. I think Miami, they look really good right now, and I think that they're going to beat Florida State. Moving on to a big game, Vanderbilt at Alabama.
I got Alabama.
I have Alabama as well,
yeah.
Taurean.
I think it's Vanderbilt. They're like new, up and coming, but it's at Alabama game day. I think Alabama's gonna win.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see Vanderbilt doing it twice in a row. I mean, last year was kind of like a once in a generation thing. That's why it was such a big deal. But I mean, Vanderbilt's still good. They're probably a little better than they were last year, like talent wise, but they're not gonna beat Alabama.
All right. Moving on to Virginia at Louisville.
I got Louisville. I think Louisville's going to win that at Louisville, get into the top 25.
Yeah, this is a big game for Louisville, and if they walk away with a win, it's like Taurean said, I think they could walk away with a ranking.
This very well could be the biggest game for Louisville all year because, I mean, if you get a ranked win in conference, that boosts your ability to get to the ACC championship again, which, I mean, that's probably their only hope of getting into the playoffs only because of the lack of resume up to that point. But it'll be interesting. I'm going to have to go with Virginia.
Come on, man.
I don't think that they're going to go beat Florida State and then lose to Louisville. I really hope Louisville proves it wrong because I really don't like Virginia. But I can't say that Louisville's going to win. If they struggled heavily against Pitt, especially in that first half, and I don't think Virginia is anywhere as bad as Pitt is. So it'll be close, and I'm sure I'll be wrong, but I think that Virginia might just take it.
Okay. All right, are there any other college football matchups that you guys want to talk about?
Michigan, Wisconsin, homecoming game. I think Michigan's going to win that one, first game back at home. I think it's a maize out, yellow out, so we're going to win that.
Yep. I mean, Big Noon Saturday, that's the biggest stage for Big Ten. So, I mean, Wisconsin has struggled heavily all year long, so I don't think this will be much of a close one. They might make it interesting, but I doubt they will. So I'm going to take Michigan in a pretty one-sided game.
Okay. All right. Well, be sure to watch college football this Saturday. And, yeah, moving on to the National Football League. First, I want to talk about the 49ers overtime win over the Rams. For those of you who got to watch the game, how'd you feel about it? I mean, personally, I thought...
Yeah, I went to sleep kind of early, you know what I'm saying? I got home, head was hurting. I watched the first couple plays, but after that I turned it off. But I woke up this morning, I checked my phone, I seen we won. I said hallelujah. I jumped up around. I had some doubters around me at the game last night. the soccer game. They said we're going to lose badly. We're going to get bowled out. But, hey, my 49ers proved them wrong. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
I really like your 49ers shirt here.
Appreciate you, man.
Super Bowl champions.
That was a crazy game in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was.
But on the topic of the 49ers, yeah, I mean, I think that, especially with how good Mac Jones is performing, I don't think it's unrealistic to say that how secure is Brock Purdy's job. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that Mac Jones has shown that he can be a starter for this team. And against an LA team that I thought was going to go in here at home and do what they needed to do. Yeah. So I think that it's a great win for San Francisco, but for LA, I still think they're in the mix. But I think my biggest takeaway is definitely the quarterback situation.
I agree with that. The way they're going right now, I don't think Mac Jones should be benched. The games he's won, the stats he's put up with a worse team than Brock Purdy has put up worse stats with. So I think he should be the starter.
Yeah, I've always been a big big Brock Purdy hater. I don't like Brock Purdy at all. I don't know what it is about Purdy. I just don't like him. It's not him. It's just necessarily like how he plays, I guess you'd say. So I'm really rooting for Mac Jones. I think he has a shot. I felt kind of bad for him in New England. I mean, he kind of did a lot of it to himself, but they did kind of just give up on him. Maybe it was time, but he did okay in Jacksonville, and now it looks like he's doing good in San Francisco, so we'll see where that takes him. Starting off, how are you guys feeling about the Broncos at the Eagles?
I have the Eagles.
Yeah, I got the Eagles winning that one. Broncos coming off a win, but
It was against the Bengals.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Are we really proud of that? Wyatt Easton?
Yeah, I'm going to say this game's surprisingly a lot closer than a lot of people think. I think that for Philadelphia, they're coming off a win against Tampa, which I think that was a great win for the circumstances that Tampa was in. But, I mean, Denver's not going to just fall over and take it. But for Denver, I think that they're gonna come in and play aggressive and just stuff like that.
There you go. I'm going to take Philly. I don't think anybody's beating Philly right now. I guess it's just how they – I don't know. That's another team I don't like is Philadelphia. I don't like Brock Purdy or Philadelphia or the Lions. But I think the Broncos – I just want to bring the Lions into this.
We don't like y'all either, so it's all right.
Thanks, Taurean. The Broncos, they have not had a great year, especially for the expectations that they had. I do think there's a chance that they could bounce back. Bo Nix, he bounced back a little bit last week. He didn't play amazing, but he put up some good stats. He led the Broncos to a win over the Bengals. I know it's the Bengals, but they still beat a decent team. So I'm going to take the Eagles, unfortunately, but hopefully the Broncos win. Moving on to the Lions at the Bengals.
This is about to be a walk down. I mean, this is gonna be bad.
Upset him coming.
All right. He don't even believe that in his heart.
The Bengals is going to beat y'all.
Put it on everything you love.
Everything. Everything I love, man.
That's dangerous.
That's on the record.
That is on the record. We're going to bring that up next week.
Everything
when we
I love,
insert that clip in there next week.
Okay.
But we hanging 50 on them, and they might not score if we're being realistic.
Actually,
we're definitely hanging 50 on them. That's not even a question.
that's probably not too far off from the case.
It's really not.
They've played terribly the last 2 weeks. I mean, Minnesota's not that great. You saw what they did to them. And Denver, they've had their struggles. You saw what they did to them. Maybe not as sound offensively, but, I mean, they still had Amarius Mims looking good. So I think that for Cincinnati, if they can make this somewhat of a game, I think it'll be good. But I have no faith they'll win.
Yeah, and we know the Lions love to run up the score. So I think the Lions, it'll probably be like 50-9 or something, just something ridiculous like that. But maybe it might be a blessing in disguise for the Bengals, as it could force the Bengals organization to look at their quarterback situation. I think, and a lot of people think, that Jake Browning, he might have to go soon. So maybe a Lions win there would help the Bengals front office and Zach Taylor realize that quarterback situation is not looking good right now. All right, moving on, last but not least, to a big game. Javyn Daniels returning. The Commanders at the Chargers.
I got the Commanders.
feel
Javyn
like-
Daniels is back. So, yeah, I got the Commanders.
Yeah, I agree with Javyn right there. Jaden Daniels come back, going to be a big factor. I just think Chargers, they're going to look good. It's going to be a close game. I just got Commanders winning by a field goal.
Yeah, field goal for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this could very well be game of the week, but I think that for Washington, I think that they're gonna play aggressive early, and I mean, LA's probably has the lowest confidence they've had all year. I mean, they lost to the Giants, which, yes, Jackson Dart had a great debut, but I mean, they really had no business losing that game anyway. But I think for Washington, this will be a really good game for them. I think that it's a bounce back after a really embarrassing loss in Atlanta, and I think they get back in that division mix.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Chargers bounce back from Jackson Dart and the Giants. I think it's going to be a close game. Personally, I'm probably going to take the Chargers. I don't think the Commanders are the same as they were last year. I think you could kind of see that in their game against Green Bay, because Green Bay they're not looking as good as we thought they were, and Green Bay they kind of killed the Commanders. So we'll see if that was just a one-game thing or if the Commanders if they're going to be able to bounce back and get a win over the Chargers. Now, we are going to head into our Burning Questions segment. We did this on our last episode. We have RJ Farrell, one of our crew members here. He's going to pass us a question, and then we are going to go one by one and talk about it.
All right, so
Appreciate it.
All right, who wants to go first?
Ethan?
yeah, my question says, which quarterback has been the biggest surprise, good or bad, this season? We'll start. We'll go this way. So,
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
my bad. Which quarterback has been the biggest surprise this season, good or bad?
I think Mac Jones. I mean, coming in there, nobody thought he was even probably going to see the field, and he's turned out to be probably looking like, hopefully, the starter of a 4-1 team. So I think he's probably the biggest surprise to me.
Javyn?
I say Lamar Jackson. He been doing I don't know what's been, ever since that Buffalo loss. He just went downhill kind of. Like, I know they played a good Buffalo team, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to say Daniel Jones. They're coming off of a loss, but I still think he's the future of that Colts organization. He's impressed a lot of people and turned a lot of heads.
I'm going to go with a little bit of a different one. This is more relevant because it happened yesterday. I'm going to go with Mac Jones. I think for what he's had and what he had to work with, especially yesterday, I mean, he played really good. And, there were parts in that game where he looked like he was still injured. So, I mean, he's clearly going through something, man, and I got to applaud that. And I think that if he keeps this up, there's no doubt that he will probably be the long-term starter in San Francisco. I don't know how they'll deal with Brock Purdy's gigantic contract that he got in the offseason, but, I mean, I'm going to have to go with Mac Jones.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll do mine. Out of all the last place teams, Cardinals, Saints, Bears, Giants, Jets, Browns, Titans, and Raiders, which team has a shot to turn their season around and why? J-Mo.
Can you name those teams again? I didn't get all of them.
Cardinals, Saints, Bears, Giants, Jets, Browns, Titans, and Raiders. I'd probably say the Jets because they. Now let me talk.
Wait a minute, I ain't gonna say nothing, partner.
The Jets they got the best roster. If you're looking at the rosters, if you line up all the rosters in the NFL, and without knowing the team, you think the Jets are one of the top teams. They got a good roster. They got everything.
Good wide receiver core.
Good wide receiver core. They got a good quarterback. It's looking like maybe an okay quarterback. They got a good defense. So looking at it on paper, they should be a lot better than they are.
So you still think they're a playoff team?
Maybe they could definitely get there.
All right.
I'll go next. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I mean, they're not that far out from the race. I mean, they're 2-2, and they're coming off a long week. I don't remember off the top of my head who they get. I think it's Tennessee. I think they do play Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they'll probably be in the mix for a while. I mean, do I think they'll make the playoffs? No, but I mean, out of that group, maybe Chicago because they've had a really good 2 weeks. But
It's a
they
tough
played the
conference.
Raiders and the Cowboys, so Yeah, I'm gonna go with Arizona because they're not really out of it. I mean, that's a really competitive division. I mean, we said that last week, so I'm gonna go with Arizona.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the New York Giants.
I was going to say the same thing.
I think after seeing Jackson Dart, and it feels like there's something brewing there. It feels like there's finally something going.
Something getting hot.
Exactly.
Something cooking in this pot.
In the Giants' favor. So I'm going to go with the Giants. That might be a little premature to say just with how Jackson Dart really had one game. And he played good, but it was just one game under his belt. But we'll see.
I would agree with that if Malik Neighbors didn't get hurt. I think that's gonna really.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
injury.
he's out for the season. That's gonna hurt them bad. So they can still do it, but
that's what Wan'Dale Robinson's for.
Who?
That's a fantasy. That's a waiver wire pickup right there. Except for Gus, because Gus has him on his roster.
Let's not hate on Gus, all right? Not too much.
I'm not hating on him. It's a smart decision. I mean, he had him there. So, I mean, he knew something we didn't.
There you go. All right, Javyn, you want to go with yours?
Yeah. Which rookie has been the biggest surprise, good or bad, of this season?
I'll say Cam Scatterboo.
Scatterboo.
He's been really good. Giants number 1 running back right now. He might have a little CTE brewing up, but he's tough. He's a good running back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Emeka Egbuka. I mean, yes, he was a first-round pick. Maybe people thought he was going to do that. I doubt anyone thought he was going to be as good as he is. He has benefited from the fact that a lot of our players are injured. You know, Mike Evans is out. Chris Godwin missed a little bit of time, but he's back. I mean, he hasn't been playing like a rookie wide receiver. He's been playing like a professional, like a guy that's been there for a while. So, I mean, he surprised me. I hated the pick when it happened. So, he's definitely proved me wrong a little bit.
I'm going to go with Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt Bill. He was like running back, I think it was like 4 or 5 at the beginning of the season, and now he is the starter for Washington. Sure, he's not the flashiest. He doesn't have like any big breakout runs, but he is a solid running back. And I think if you look at where he was drafted and what he was expected to do, he is truly the biggest surprise. Because I feel like Emeka Egbuka, like in training camp, like everyone said he was going to be good. Now, did they say that about Bill? No.
Yeah.
I don't think they did.
Bill just got lucky. I mean, he's not even that great.
Ooh.
He isn't.
Oh.
He's averaging like 7 fantasy points. He's not that great.
I mean,
he's not even averaging. He had like 0 touches one game. It was some crazy like that, like 1 or 2. He's not even the leading running back.
And he was projected to be a practice squad backup. Like backup on the practice squad. Not even the starter on the practice squad, but the backup to the practice squad. And to see someone fall into that position and still do well with it when he was projected to do nothing really stands out to me. And you can hate on Bill all you want, but he is going to be a great running back for the Washington franchise.
All right, remember, that's on the record.
Okay.
You got one, Jay?
Yeah. I say Cam Ward. Number 1 overall pick.
Good. Is this surprising for a good or bad reason?
No, bad. This
Okay,
all right.
I
thought you were about to say he was about to be good.
No. This is horrible. Like, this is horrible. Number 1 overall pick. Tennessee thought they had something cooking, and he's just playing them. Like, I don't know what he's going to play like.
I mean, I don't even blame that on Cam Ward. I mean, you see who they got in the offseason.
That's just a bad franchise.
It is. I mean, the biggest thing I could think of besides getting Cam Ward was like Tyler Lockett. I mean, you're never going to succeed in Brian Callahan. I've been saying he's not. I don't know why they made that hire in the first place. I really did not like that hire, and I don't think anybody likes it now. He's probably on the hot seat the most out of head coaches. Maybe him and Dable. I don't know. Dable might have saved his job because of Jackson Dart, but I don't think it's Cam Ward's fault entirely because he's made some decent throws. He's made some good throws that I haven't seen out of a lot of quarterbacks in this league, but I think that, give him a couple years. He has been disappointing from his hype perspective, but I think that if you give him a couple years, he can very well still be a valuable player in this league.
Yeah, I think he's really lucky that Will Levis is hurt because I think Will Levis, he's another guy that gets a lot of hate, Will Levis, but he had like a couple really good games. And I think eventually, maybe next year, Will Levis that could be a closer QB battle than it was this offseason. Not necessarily because Cam Ward's bad, but just he hasn't been able to do much with the team around him. And most quarterbacks couldn't. But I think Cam Ward could be a situation where he leaves the Titans and does good things elsewhere. And then the last question, and this is an interesting one. Out of all the first-place teams, the Bills, the Steelers, the Colts, the Chargers, the Eagles, the Lions, the Bucks, and the Niners, which do you think will not make the playoffs and why?
Can you say those teams again?
Yeah. So the Bills, the Steelers, the Colts, the Chargers, the Eagles, the Lions, the Bucks, and the 49ers.
I would say Steelers, but like they make it every year, so. But I feel like they could fall off. It's a close race. It's really just who's in the closest division right now, honestly. Yeah, I don't really have like not too sure, honestly.
I'm gonna say the Chargers. I think that division is getting better. I think the Broncos and the Chiefs, I think they're both improving, and I could see them falling short of the playoffs just barely. Like still going 9-8, but I think that Giants loss, it could have hurt morale pretty bad, and especially against Washington this week. I know I think that's a close one, but if the Chargers lose that game, I could see it derailing their season.
I'm going to probably go with the Steelers. I think it's practically mandatory at this point that they collapse somewhere in the season. I mean, yeah, nowhere else in that division has really stepped up, but I don't have a good feeling about Pittsburgh. If they do make the playoffs and they do win the division, I think it'll be more out of the fact that no one else was really competitive instead of they won a competitive division. So, I mean, they're probably the one I think are most likely to fall out of the playoffs because they collapse every year.
Yeah, I can't have trust in Aaron Rodgers. Matthew Stafford, though, that's a guy you can trust.
Oh, yeah, he gave me 25 fantasy points last night.
Yeah, me too. I started him.
What did Rodgers do to you?
Be a loser.
Beat the Lions.
Terrible person, too, also. Mm-hmm. You're supporting a terrible guy.
I'm not supporting a terrible guy. I just like him as a quarterback. I never said I liked him as a person.
He did. Off the record.
Excuse me? Whoa. Got some accusations being thrown out here. Javyn, you got anybody?
No, not really.
Just like Taurean, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell this early in the season.
Yeah.
I keep on saying that it's still early in the season, but it really is. I think by like week 10, we'll probably have a better grasp. But do you guys have any other things you want to say before we head off there?
Not really. Go Blue.
All right. Well, this is going to be our last episode for a couple weeks. Stay tuned. We are going to have more episodes coming to you in, I'd say, a little over 2 weeks. So look for those episodes. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. We are so grateful for all of you guys watching. Once again, thank you for 250 subscribers. Be sure to comment down below your predictions for the week ahead, any suggestions you have for us, things you want us to cover, and we look forward to seeing them. So as always, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bang, bang, Niner Gang. Who are we?